Hello and welcome. Imagine this. You're walking along a familiar path, maybe through your own home or a beautiful garden, when suddenly a snake appears. It might be beautiful and shimmering, or it might be menacing and dark. It might slither peacefully by, or it might coil and strike. The feeling it leaves behind, whether it's fear, awe, or confusion, stays with you long after you wake up. This is a dream that has captivated and terrified humanity for millennia. I've had countless dreams like this myself. Dreams that feel less like a random sequence of images and more like a profound message delivered in a language I'm still learning to understand. Today, we are going to explore the powerful and complex world of snake dreams. We'll delve into their history, their psychological meaning, and how to decode what your own subconscious mind is trying to tell you. The serpent through the ages, a universal symbol. The snake is one of the most ancient and universal symbols known to humanity. It appears in the mythologies, religions, and art of almost every culture, but its meaning is rarely simple. It is a creature of intense duality, representing life and death, poison and healing, creation and destruction. In ancient Egypt, the cobra, or wajat, was a fierce protector and a symbol of royalty, wisdom, and cosmic order. It was believed to guard pharaohs and sacred places. For the ancient Greeks, the snake was deeply linked to healing. The rod of Asclepius, the symbol of modern medicine, features a single snake wrapped around a staff, representing healing and renewal. The snake's ability to shed its skin made it a perfect metaphor for rebirth and rejuvenation. This idea of transformation is a core theme that we will return to again and again. In Eastern traditions, the snake takes on equally profound meanings. In Hinduism, the Kundalini is a divine, serpentine energy said to lie coiled at the base of the spine. When awakened through spiritual practice, it rises through the body, leading to enlightenment. The snake here is a life force, a source of incredible spiritual power. In Buddhism, the Naga, a mythical serpent deity, is a protector of sacred texts and a guardian of the Buddha himself. In Chinese culture, the snake is one of the 12 zodiac animals, symbolizing wisdom, intuition, and patience. But the serpent is not always a benevolent figure. In Western culture, the most famous snake story is found in the Garden of Eden. Here, the serpent is a symbol of temptation, deception, and evil. It represents the fall from grace and the introduction of suffering and sin into the world. This narrative has shaped our collective understanding, imbuing the snake with a sense of danger, betrayal, and hidden malice. This rich and often contradictory history is precisely why seeing a snake in a dream can be so confusing. It taps into these deep, inherited associations, leaving us to wonder if the dream is a warning, a promise, or something else entirely. The psychological lens, Carl Jung, and the archetype of the snake. To truly understand our snake dreams, we must turn to the world of psychology. And there is no better guide than the great Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. Jung believed that our dreams are not just random thoughts but are profound expressions of our psyche. Speaking in a symbolic language, he introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, a reservoir of universal, inherited memories and patterns of thought that we all share. Within this collective unconscious reside archetypes, which are primordial images or symbols that hold deep, universal meaning. The snake is one of the most powerful and significant archetypes. For Jung, the snake is the quintessential symbol of the self. The self, in Jungian terms, is the totality of our psyche, representing wholeness, unity in the process of individuation, the journey of becoming a complete and integrated person. The snake, with its ability to shed its skin and be reborn, perfectly mirrors this process of psychological growth and renewal. A dream of a snake can be a powerful message from your deepest self, urging you to undergo a necessary transformation. However, the snake also carries the weight of the shadow archetype. The shadow is a part of ourselves that we have repressed or rejected, the fears, insecurities, and flaws we don't want to admit we have. But the shadow is not just negative. It can also contain hidden strengths, talents, and aspects of our personality we have neglected. When a snake appears in a dream, particularly a threatening one. It can represent our repressed shadow. The dream is forcing us to confront a part of ourselves we have been ignoring. The snake's poison, therefore, can be a metaphor for the toxic thoughts, behaviors, or secrets that are harming us from within. It's a wake-up call to acknowledge and integrate our shadow self, to face the parts of ourselves we have hidden away, unlocking your dream, detailed scenarios, and interpretations. To make this a little more practical, let's explore some specific dream scenarios and their potential meanings. Remember, the most important element is your personal feeling and the context of the dream. Scenario 1. The biting snake. A dream where a snake bites you is one of the most common and frightening. The location of the bite is key. A bite on your hand might relate to your work or creativity. A feeling of being poisoned by a project or your own lack of skill. A bite on the foot might suggest you're being held back or undermined. The bite itself represents a feeling of being poisoned by something in your life. A lie, a betrayal, or a painful truth you've been avoiding. The dream is urging you to confront whatever is harming you. The pain of the bite is a symbolic jolt to your system, forcing you to pay attention. Scenario 2. The coiled snake. When a snake is coiled around you, your feeling in the dream is critical. If you feel trapped, suffocated, or unable to move, the dream could be telling you that you feel overwhelmed or constrained by a situation in your waking life. Perhaps it's a difficult relationship, a stressful job, or a financial burden that is squeezing the life out of you. You are being held in place by a powerful, perhaps toxic, force. However, if you feel a sense of security, or if the snake is a calming presence, it could be a symbol of a powerful, protective force. The coiled snake can represent a deep-rooted, powerful energy that is supporting you through a time of change, like the Kundalini energy ready to be awakened. Scenario 3. The shedding snake. This is perhaps the most straightforward and positive snake dream. Seeing a snake shed its skin is a direct metaphor for transformation and rebirth. This dream often happens during a time of significant change in your life and new career, a breakup, a move, or a major spiritual awakening. The dream is confirming that you are ready to let go of your old self, the outdated beliefs, habits, and fears that no longer serve you, and emerge as a new person. It is a powerful message of hope and renewal, a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Scenario: for the snake in your home. Our home in dreams often represents our inner world, our family, or our sense of security. A snake inside your house, especially in a familiar room, is a powerful symbol. It suggests that a problem or a truth you have been avoiding is not external, but internal. It might be a family secret, a hidden fear about your safety, or a personal issue that is deeply rooted within you. The snake's presence in your home is a call to face this private matter, to cleanse your own psychological space, and to restore harmony. Scenario 5. The snake in water. Water in dreams is a classic symbol of the unconscious mind and our emotions. A snake swimming in water is an image of deep subconscious forces at play. If the water is murky, the dream could signify hidden fears or unresolved emotions that are affecting you from a place you can't quite grasp. If the water is clear, it might represent a moment of emotional clarity and the ability to navigate your feelings with intuition and wisdom. The snake here is a guide through the depths of your own psyche. Final thoughts on your dreams. The dreams you have are a conversation you're having with yourself. They use the symbolic language of the ages to communicate truths that are too complex or too painful for our conscious minds to grasp. When you dream of a snake, your mind isn't just trying to scare you. It's presenting you with a mirror, asking you to look at the powerful, often contradictory forces within you. It's an invitation to grow, to heal, and to face the parts of yourself that have been hiding in the shadows. So, the next time you wake up from a snake dream, don't just dismiss it. Ask yourself, how did I feel? Was the snake threatening or helpful? What color was it? And what was its setting? And what is going on in my life right now that might be reflected in this dream? I want to know about your experiences. Do you ever dream of snakes? And what do you think they mean for you? Share your stories below.